The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Welcome to our webinar today. My name's Steve Comby. I'm with Frontier Precision. I'm the Water Resources Section Manager, and I'll be moderating today's presentation. All of our attendees today are on mute. That way we eliminate any background noise, and it makes it easier for everyone to hear what's being said. We'll have an opportunity at the end for some questions and answers. So if you think of some questions, you can use the chat pane, or excuse me, the questions pane in the bottom right-hand corner. Type your questions in there. And then at the end of our presentation, I'll read those questions off and we'll get those answered for you. Our presenter today is Colin Chemisat. Colin is the ROV and crawler technical sales specialist for Frontier Precision. And I'll be turning the presentation over to Colin right now. Okay, Colin, you should have full control.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve. As Steve said, my name is Colin Chemisat. I am the ROV specialist here at Frontier, and I will be presenting for you today. So first and foremost, I want to take a moment and give you guys a little update on what we have going on here in the next month. It's our user conference called Texpo. It'll be March 30th, 31st, and April 1st. This conference will have a multitude of technology in various industries, and it will have presentations and virtual booths from both our Frontier team as well as product managers from companies that we sell. You can register at frontiertexpo.com. We'll get right into our agenda today. Today's agenda will go over the ROV ecosystem, followed by crawler applications. We'll then head over and look into the pipe crawler fleet and talk about the pipe crawler technology. We will then do a brief summary of the pipe crawlers and the comparison between the units. And then finally, we will have a question and answer, as Steve said, at the end. So we'll take a look in the pipe crawler ecosystem. Obviously today we'll be talking primarily about pipe crawlers, but it is important to note that there is more to the ROV ecosystem than just those. Some of these units paired together can make a very powerful and versatile team that allows for full inspections. So on your left here, you'll see underwater ROVs. These have a multitude of applications from dam, tank, or submerged pipe inspections to sampling and retrieval. The DTG3 pictured here is roughly 14 inches in diameter, so it can be used for an application in submerged pipes and works well with our pipe crawlers. To the center here, obviously, we have our pipe crawlers, which we will be presenting on today. And then finally, on the right-hand side, you will see our utility crawlers. These come in both a magnetic and vacuum version. The mag version is used for metal surface inspections, like on pipes, windmills, or other metal surfaces, with a visual camera or sonar to conduct the inspection. The vacuum version will be used for things like cleaning out sediment or potable water tanks. It can also be used in reservoirs as well. So why pipe crawlers? Well, there's some big advantages to pipe crawlers over traditional methods. Typically in this industry, it has always been a reactive rather than proactive take due to the expensive equipment for excavating or having somebody come in to do inspections. Lack of manpower is also usually a common problem. So proactive inspections with these units allow for you understanding the better status of your underground infrastructure. It allows for you to prioritize repairs, find and better determine what repairs might be needed, such as rather than replacing your pipe, you could line the pipe, and also gives you a better idea before things become catastrophic. When catastrophic things happen, a lot of additional costs come into play. You could have to shut down streets, shut down businesses, turn off water to your community and things along those lines. Also need to bring in engineers and other repair costs that might not be upfront or realized. With a unit like these, you're able to determine the status of your pipe and infrastructure better, giving you the ability to dictate where those repairs are needed. Then we also take out the traditional methods such as excavating, draining, or decommissioning, or unsafe methods like manned entries. In the US every year, roughly 700 men and women die from road work. So this also keeps your crews off of the road for less time. So those inspections are a lot shorter. Then finally, portability. Traditional methods require trucks or trailers to use a CCTV unit, such as a pipe crawler. And with these units, as you can see on the left there, it's just 2 Pelican cases, allowing for a lot easier portability and a lot less manpower needed to run them. So the big difference between these and other units on the market, these are super easy to use. Just about anybody can pick up a controller and understand the use of it in a matter of minutes, making the learning curves a lot lower and getting people out and inspecting jobs faster with confidence. These units are also extremely portable, as we talked about before. Typically, CCTV units do require trucks, trailers, to take them different places. These have batteries on board as well, which means that you don't need any topside power or generators, and you have the ability to deploy them anywhere you need. This is a lot easier for consumer based applications, so you're not ruining yards or garden beds or other landscaping structures. Obviously, these have to be very durable units. They're extremely robust. And for that reason, all these units are built with either cast aluminum or stainless steel. The cameras on these have acrylic windows or sapphire lenses, which makes them scratch resistant. And all units come with Pelican cases, which are very rugged and durable. Finally, these are very affordable units for just about any contractor, allowing for better, more frequent inspections and considerably lower price of entry, giving contractors significantly lower prices than the hundreds of thousands of dollars needed for other units. So we'll look into a few different pipe crawler applications. Obviously, CCTV pipe crawlers aren't new to the market. The portability of them is newer to the market, which makes them a lot more affordable, easier to use, and just better overall. New pipe inspection is one of the applications that these are used for. With growing communities around the country, the underground infrastructure continues to grow as well. New inspections are required by most cities before handing them over to the city. They are used to look for disc joints, cracks, or sags that may have occurred when burying the pipes. This ensures the pipe is going into proper operation before handing them over into service. A few more applications would be storm drains and sewers. One of the most aging infrastructures in our cities is their underground pipe structures. Many places in the U.S. Have underground infrastructures aging around 100 years old. Routine inspections using traditional methods can not only be costly, but take large amounts of time excavating or using unsafe methods. Typically 7 years is about the timeline that each pipe should be inspected, but most municipalities are inspecting 10 or more years. So this allows for more routine inspections. Potable water pipes or water mains would be another application that crawlers can be used for. Although potable water does require cuts for access, it allows for more routine inspections. And these are just a few of the applications. Really, the sky's the limit on where these things can be used for pipe inspection. But these are just a few of the main applications. So we'll take a look into the pipe crawler fleet and various technologies that these have. And there's quite a few different units depending on the size of pipe and application you're looking for. We'll start with our DT320. The 320 is going to be used for 6-inch lined to 12-inch center pipes. It does have a pan and tilt camera on it. Built-in battery like we spoke about before. The battery life on these is typically around 8 hours. So that gives you plenty of time through a workday to do a full inspection and not have to worry about running out of battery. If you do need to recharge it during the day, it only takes 1.5 hours for a full recharge. So a very short time keeping your crews out on the road or out doing inspections. These units are also fully sealed. A lot of other units on the market require that you fill them with either oxygen or nitrogen to make them basically sealed, which again adds another or less for your crews to do. These are also virtually maintenance free. Besides taking off the wheels every year to just clean out debris and re-grease underneath there, there's really no maintenance involved with these, which again makes it nice for your crew. They're waterproof to 164 feet, which putting them in any pipe, you don't know what you might run into, so they're fully submergible, and do have the option of doing up to a 400-meter tether, giving you plenty of length to do lengthy pipe inspections. One other thing you're going to note on the DT320 is those belly tracks in that center picture there. Those are always on the unit, which allows for, if you're in a pipe and you get hung up on something, those tracks will help you get over that unit. We'll then head over to the DT340. This is the big brother to the 320. This unit is used for 8-inch to 36-inch pipe inspections. It can be used up to 120 inches. That won't be center of the pipe, but you can use it for that big of application if you do need. This does have optical zoom on it, as well as a pan and tilt camera. So for those bigger pipe inspections, you can zoom in and check out those joints or any other things you might need to look at. And we'll actually take a look at the zoom of that here in a minute in a video. These do have forward and reverse cameras. Reverse cameras are just to help you back out of a pipe in case there are corners or things like that. It does have a remote control arm on this unit, so you can move it up and down via the remote, making, again, that ability to adjust within the pipe. This also has 400-meter tether and a built-in battery. On the DT340 unit, the tracks are not always on the unit, so they are added on later on, but the 8 hours of battery will go down if you are running tracks on this unit. This does have an optional sonde on this unit, so you can locate it within the pipes. So here is just a short video of what that zoom on that camera looks like. This is at our warehouse here in Bismarck. And I will point here in a minute. We are looking at a floor cleaning unit actually in the background here. We're actually zoomed all the way in right now. to the numbers 452 on the cleaning unit itself. It's a ways back there. I'll zoom out just so you guys can see the optical zoom of this camera. It's extremely impressive, giving you good visual of whatever you need to look at or inspect in those pipes. So we'll take a look at the controller here. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize going into pipes is you're not going to have a bearing of roll or incline or decline. So the controller itself will tell you your roll, your incline, and your decline, just so you have awareness for rollovers and things along that line. Both units will also warn you if you're getting to a 20-degree point of where a rollover is possible, and it will also let you know if a rollover has occurred. Down in the bottom right of the screen, you will see the distance traveled. That will be able to be reset as you enter the pipe, so you have a good awareness of how far in the pipe you are. Does have cruise control as well, so for those lengthier inspections, you can just set it on cruise and it can travel down the pipe on its own. These units also do have lights on board. That is a big deal, so you can properly see what's going on in those pipes. They are fully dimmable as well, so if you have too much light or not enough light, you can adjust that right on the controller itself. As well as it does have a camera zero, so again, sometimes you lose your bearings in these pipes. You can zero it back to normal or flat, so you can see exactly where you're at within the pipe. So we're going to head right into the different packages that you can buy from DT. Here we have the DT 320 crawler. This is going to be the entry-level package for the 320. What will come in the box will be the crawler itself. You will get a pan and tilt camera, 2 wheeled cases, controller. This one comes with 200 meters of tether. Again, you can go up to the 400 meters of tether. This will come with a manual reel as well, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. This comes with a 6-inch or 8-inch wheel kit, a lifting kit to drop it down in 2 pipes, as well as a DVR. So if you would like to record the missions you go on, and it does have standard onboard lighting. From there, we go to the DT 320 Mini Crawler XL. The Mini XL does get a few different things than the normal one. A few of the things that you'll notice are the 6 and 8-inch carbide wheels. Those are for PVC and clay pipes. This one does come with a powered reel as well. So those are going to be 2 of the main differences between those 2 units. From there, we'll go to the DT340L. This unit is not going to have the elevating arm. It will be a standard camera, zoom camera on here, just for straight pipe inspections. This one does come with 400 meters of tether, as well as a DVR device. And this is for 8-inch pipes and up. From there, we'll move to the DT340S. This pipe crawler package gets the elevating arm, pan, zoom, tilt camera, as well as that 400 meters of tether. This one also comes with a 12-inch wheel kit and 4 additional auxiliary lights to the unit. So if you do need more light in certain applications, this unit does come with additional lighting. From there, we go to the DT340X. This one does come with the tracks on it, as you notice right there. Has a lot of the same specs as the previous model we looked at. Really, the big items here are going to be the powered reel. You get the 12 and 10-inch wheel spacer or wheel set, tracks and spacer kits, rear onboard camera, and then you get the 4 additional lights. This one does come with a SON unit as well, so if you are looking at using a SON locating unit, this unit does come with it. And then if you have a multitude of applications that you need inspection for, there is the DT300 pipe crawler package. This comes with the 340X and the 320 crawler. Pan, tilt, and zoom camera on the 340. The 320 will only get the pan and tilt. One nice thing to note about the 320s as well is if you do get debris on those cameras, you can actually rotate it all the way down, and that will act as a windshield wiper and clean off that debris, allowing you to continue your inspections. This will have only one controller between the two units, so you do save a little bit of cost there. The controller is interchangeable between the two. You will also only get one 400-meter tether, and that will be a powered tether, so that can work for both units as well. Carbide and rubber wheel sets for both units, and then obviously the tracks will be included. And then the DVR will be used for both units as well. The DT320 does have a built-in sawn to it, so that will be on both units for this package as well. A few accessories and softwares that are compatible with these. Some of the main pipe softwares out there are WinCan and Granite, but Possum, IT Pipes, and Pipe Logic are all able to be used with these units. Carbide wheels, as we talked about, tracks, and different diameter tires are some of the drive accessories, as well as some laser accessories as well. So laser ovality and ring lasers are able to be used on here with your software, so you can get that information directly to you from the unit itself. Remote control arm is optional on the 320 unit, and then the 340 unit, and then the 320 will have a manual adjust arm. That's standard on that unit. Electronic reels are compatible between both of them. Electronic reels will just allow for you to retrieve the unit via the controller rather than manually winding up the tether. The DVR recording does allow for an SD, so if you are trying to get some video from your missions, that is easily accessible and transferable. So with these units, obviously, they're getting a lot of use, and what does that warranty look like on these units? So we'll talk a little bit about the warranty packages offered. Your bronze will be your standard 1-year package that will come with parts and factory labor from Deep Trekker. From there, we'll bump up to the silver. That extends your warranty life about 2 years, as well as this does have a loaner program. So if your unit for some reason does go down, they will have a loaner at Deep Trekker they will send you. So while yours is sent back, they will do those repairs. You will keep the loaner, and then you'll have your old unit will be ready to go if the loaner for some reason needs to go back to Deep Trekker as well. The gold will step it up a little bit more with that 3-year warranty, as well as you'll get a service parts kit and the loaner system. The loaner system will have a buyout program, and they will replace the system after 3 years with a brand new current system. So kind of a nice addition there, as well as you do get a discount on on-site training for these units. So just a little bit of comparison between the DT320 and 340. Again, the 6-inch line to 12-inch center is going to be for that DT320. The DT340 will do the 8-inch center and up to 120-inch pipe. Cameras, you will have 4K on both units. Front camera only on DT320, and front and rear is available on that 340. Both will have that 8-hour battery life, as well as a little bit different variations will have a shorter span. manual adjust on the 320 and remote adjust on the 340. The tether here is going to be something I'm going to want to note that does have 1,000-pound brake strength. So the tether is used for when you're underground. Obviously, we can't send signals underground. The tether is what's relaying that information between the controller and the unit itself. For some reason, if that unit was to do a rollover, you can do a manual retrieval by pulling out on the tether itself. That 1,000-pound brake strength has plenty of strength for you to manually pull it out. Tracks are always on the 320 unit and optional on the 340 unit. Switching between wheels and tires or tracks on these units is extremely simple. To put the tracks on, for instance, is roughly 12 screws. Very easy to reach, very easy to remove. The locating sondes are built into the 320 unit, and they are optional in the 340 unit. So that was a rundown of our presentation for today. Frontier does have a multitude of different water options that you may need in the future, from measuring and flow equipment to ROVs and sampling units. Again, I want to remind everybody about our Texpo coming up March 30th, 31st, and April 1st. Again, this is a virtual user conference covering all facets of technology that we cover here. You can sign up, and registration is open at frontiertexpo.com. So definitely head over and make sure to sign up for that. Finally, if you do have any questions, now would be the time to ask them. Again, my contact info is right there if you do have any needs or demos in the future, as well as Steve's contact info is here as well.
All right. Thanks, Colin, for that presentation. We do have a few questions that have popped up here, so let me go to the questions pane and see if we can get these answered. So one question is, in addition to the screen on the controller, can you connect an external monitor or screen, such as a laptop screen?
So you can through the DVR. They also do make a additional unit separate from the controller itself. That's almost like a command center that can be used with these units.
Okay. And then we have a question. Does Frontier have any of these units in their rental fleet?
So we do not have them for rent at this time. We should have something along those lines here in the near future. I am available for demonstrations if somebody would like to look into that realm. But we will get your contact info and let you know as soon as we can do rentals.
Okay. And then a couple more. How do you get the recorded video, and what format is the video?
So I know there's a various formats that you can actually put these in, and you will retrieve it just directly off an SD card. So you can plug it into any laptop or any SD card reader and be able to get that mission from that. The other thing with that is the data should show on the screen as well. So how far you were in the pipe, what your roll or pitch was, and things along those lines.
Okay. Thank you. Let me scan this, see if there's any more questions that have come up. That looks like it's it as far as the questions that have been submitted. We appreciate your attendance. Know that you're all busy and have taken time out of your work schedules to attend our webinar, and we greatly appreciate it. If you have colleagues that you'd like to share this with, the webinar was recorded and will be posted to our YouTube channel. So a follow-up email will automatically be sent to you, and it will have a link to that recording of this webinar so you can view it again or share it with other people within your office. Again, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and end the webinar for today and hope to see you at our Frontier Texpo and additional Frontier webinars. Thank you and have a good day.